Yeah, I have to.
The camera.
No, I'm just holding it.
Yeah.
Independent. So it's an awesome view. How much has the glacier receded over the years?
So it recedes about 10 meters a year.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it comes down so way up back in the Chugach Range, which is these mountains over here.
Yeah.
There's Mount Marcus Baker, which is where this starts.
Yeah.
At about like 13,000 feet, above like 7,000 feet in that range. It pretty much always snows year round.
Yeah, yeah.
So it compacts and compacts and compacts, and eventually forms ice, moves downhill at
So
about
10 meters a year.
Yes.
So a century ago, it will still not be here.
So
it will be
so about 1970. It was actually pretty much where this
where the
little
bridge
cliff is.
where that straight line is, that walkway is.
So see this little cliff? If we can walk up to it.
Okay.
It's about where it was in 1970. Yeah.
Which cliff?
It's right here, the edge of this park.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
But that's a meter, 10 meters a year, 100 years, 1,000 meters. From here to the edge of that glacier, that's 1,000 meters away.
Yeah, and it is an average.
Okay.
In the past 3 years, we've actually gained a little bit.
Okay.
But it's an average over the past.
Yeah, because otherwise,
like 30 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was on the glacier in Iceland late last year. It was pretty awesome too. Well, Iceland is, I think it's roughly on the same, maybe a little bit north than here. Iceland. I guess t-shirt is fine, right?
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
If we keep walking. So.
Yeah. Do you know it's Iceland in the Arctic Circle?
It is?
It is?
Yeah, you're right. I think the Arctic Circle is just passed through. Yeah, I checked it. Just passed through Iceland.
Okay.
It's either passed through a corner or very close to it, if I recall. This is definitely, this is 400 miles from the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, we're still a little bit.
Yeah, that's north. Yeah, but weather-wise, I think Iceland is a little milder than here.
I think the ocean.
Yeah, because it's surrounded by the ocean breeze and everything.
You travel a lot?
Yeah, in the recent years. Yeah, I was in Iceland September last year.
Okay.
And I was in Alaska, southern part of the Panhandle, 2 years ago. And I was in Peru, Costa Rica earlier this year. Was it Peru this year or last year? Yeah, it was this year. Yeah, I travel quite a bit.
What's been your favorite place so far?
Huh?
What's been your favorite place so far?
My favorite place, actually, I have to say, not just to make you feel better, Alaska is one of my all-time favorites. Yeah. Because New Zealand is pretty awesome, but you don't see spectacular sceneries everywhere. In here, it's like as far as your eye can see, you just drive for 20 minutes in any direction, you can get spectacular sceneries. So Alaska is certainly one of my favorites. I plan to come back for more. I already did the Arctic Circle 2 weeks ago. I have an RV. I drove into the Dalton Highway.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but I didn't go past that because the road condition was too slippery and muddy.
Okay.
Yeah, I decided to turn around. But so Alaska is one of my favorite in terms of rugged landscapes.
Yeah.
Iceland is pretty good.
Yep.
Peru is impressive.
Okay.
Yeah, but the only problem is that the road there is incredibly difficult. Peru has some of the tallest peaks.
Oh, okay.
You could have 5 or 6 peaks all above 6,000 meters. I think Mount Denali is at 20, right? 21?
21 feet, yeah, 20,000.
20, yeah. There you get 23, 24.
Oh, wow.
Easy.
Yeah.
Many of them. I would say probably like 10 of them. Yeah.
And that is
Canadian or American?
American.
American, okay.
Yeah, I'm out here from Connecticut.
Oh, okay. You're as American as you can be. How long do you work here each year?
This is my first year here.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably be here through September.
September?
We'll see. I
Okay.
just graduated, so it's kind of...
What major did you?
Environmental science.
Oh, you're similar to my son.
Oh.
He is in environmental biology, something like that. He's in the University of Washington doing his postdoc. He's doing his postdoc. Are you looking for? Are you graduate or undergrad? You undergrad.
I graduated. Yeah.
Huh? You graduated, but are you seeking any graduate degrees or anything like that?
I'm looking at hydrogeology. I'm probably going to work a couple of years, then
Okay.
go back to grad school.
Okay. My son's focus is on animal circadian rhythm.
Oh, okay.
In fact, he is stationed in Alaska several times, north of the Arctic Circle. There's a little station. I forgot the T something. Tikna, something like that.
We'll show these guys pass.
Okay. So he studies the Arctic squirrel
Oh. Okay.
and Arctic fox, and study their reproduction cycle and their hibernation, sleeping cycles, and stuff like that. So it's biology primarily. So he's doing his postdoc in Seattle in UW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I hope it's not too cold.
Yeah, we can, once we get around the bend there,
Okay.
it's a little less windy.
Okay. Yeah, I should have, because in my car it's kind of warm, so I forgot to bring anything. So what's your plan after this?
So, I'm probably planning on working like something to do with environmental remediation.
Yeah. But you're not doing related to biology, primarily ecology or something like that, right?
Yeah, so mainly like water resources.
Okay.
I think, which is why I want to go back for hydrogeology.
Okay.
But you see like how pollutants can move through the environment and different ways we can like fix that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I guess most of the guides who work here are similar to you, right?
Yeah.
In between degrees and full-time jobs, and looking for experience and fun.
Yeah. There's a lot of. I mean, some people are still in school.
Yeah.
Some will just go back in like August.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of environmental science, geology.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I assume in the winter all of this is solid frozen. Would this be?
Yeah, this whole lake will freeze over. They will take people down snowmobiles actually. And
this is fresh water, so.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, we get about 99 million gallons a day out of this glacier.
Melting.
Melting, yeah.
Wow. And it's going somewhere.
Yeah, down the river.
Okay.
Yeah, the Matanuska River.
Matanuska, yeah.
I think for reference, Anchorage city uses about 55 million in a year.
Yeah.
So lots of water.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, Anchorage is, relatively speaking, it's a smaller city
Yeah.
than most of the U.S. cities. It's probably 350,000 people.
Yep.
Right?
I
Yeah.
think that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Where I came from, the Bay Area, we have 7 million.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. Well, in Connecticut, I mean, anywhere you go, millions.
It's pretty dense. I'm in the New York metro
New York. My daughter works in New York, in Manhattan. Hi. And Manhattan, I don't know how many million, just Manhattan alone.
Yeah. It's out here, there's like only 100 feet of ice or so.
100 feet of ice underneath here?
Underneath us, yeah.
Oh my.
And it'll like shoot up and flash freeze. So it's super dense, no air bubbles, so you can see really clearly down there.
Yeah.
Wow. Underneath all of this.
Yeah. They're all melting as we speak.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's summer. It's not that slippery. I thought it was slippery. It's not that bad.
Yeah, well, this bike's really help.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, with this global warming, one day all of this might be gone too.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. In fact, my past 3 weeks, I'm already here for almost a month.
Yeah.
Past month, it's quite warm anywhere I go.
Yeah.
Quite warm.
Even though it's so cool because it's Alaska.
Yeah. It's cool in
version of a heat wave.
Yeah, it's cool after midnight, but during the day it's actually quite warm. Sometimes it's a little hot.
This.
Okay.
It's a lovely little crevasse.
Yep.
It's formed by like differences in pressure in the ice.
Yep.
So as it's moving downhill, sometimes these will open up. Super cool.
And the water will just flow through here and cut it deeper and deeper.
Yeah, deeper and deeper. And pretty much those will be the beginning. We'll see some further up of what we call a moulin.
Yeah.
Where the water comes down and drills this like big hole.
Oh yeah.
Into the ice.
All
right. River of ice.
Yeah.
So depending on what's going on around it, differences in pressure.
Yeah. Have here. What's the thickness of the ice here? Right here, underneath.
This is still about 100 feet.
100 feet. Okay.
There, yeah.
So if we drill a hole,
yep.
How many years are we going back? 100 feet. Probably at least 100 years, right?
Yeah, so most of this white ice is actually 500 to 600 years old.
Okay.
Since that was still pushed downhill.
Okay.
The basal ice we saw earlier, like 50 to 60. Since that was ice that melted, then the water ran through, then refroze.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, most of this, since it just gets pushed down the 10 inches a year,
just
roughly,
the pressure.
That's just how long it takes for it to get from like 27 miles away.
Yeah.
Goes down, exploits any weaknesses in the ice, and just drills a big, kind of just like a big corkscrew down in.
Yeah. In the winter, this whole region, all of this ice will be covered with feet of snow.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. There's usually, I think, 4 or 5 feet of snow. On this area.
Yeah. Are there any seismic or volcanic activities around here?
Seismic, yes. I think most volcanic activity is pretty much left this area at this point.
Okay.
It was so that mountain right in front of us.
Yeah.
Called Lion's Head. It's an old volcanic plug.
Oh.
And since it's that much harder volcanic rock, the rest of this is a lot like sedimentary. Like the mountains up there.
When was the last time that one erupted?
So that one, it plugged a volcano. A while ago.
Okay.
And basically like that top where you have a tree line.
Yep.
is where the glacier used to be about 23,000 years ago.
Oh, okay.
The glacier was bigger and extended all the way down to Anchorage.
Oh.
Like the last glacial
That's the last ice age,
Yep.
mini ice age.
Yep. They look like little anthills.
Yeah.
But there's actually just
snow underneath, ice underneath.
Ice underneath.
In the Arctic, they have these pingo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that called pingo? Pingo hills. Basically, they have these 100, 200, 300 feet.
Yeah.
Look like a mound, a rocky mound. Underneath, it's all ice.
Yeah.
I've never been there, but that's what I watched on the YouTube. That's what they say.
Oh, okay.
This is the tiny version of that.
Yeah, we used to call these debris cones. But yeah, it's pretty much anything over like a ½ inch of sediment or rock.
Yeah.
Starts to insulate the ice compared to like the white ice that's exposed to the sunlight.
Uh-huh.
So then if you get like just a little bit up there, then it'll melt around it.
Yeah, yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, pretty much any of these are just all...
These are all ice mounds.
Yeah.
Ah. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, it's just anything under all those rocks is all just ice.
Yep.
Pretty much all everywhere.
Yep. So we're basically on an ice field,
Yep.
covered with debris and rocks.
Yeah, so a lot of these rocks are scraped down from mountains around here.
Yeah.
Way up the valley, there's another glacier that comes into the Matanuska,
Uh-huh.
and it meets on like a mountain and just kind of scrapes that mountainside away,
Okay.
and then they all get deposited on top of here.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll start to get what we call walking rocks.
Uh-huh.
It's like these rocks right here.
Yeah.
Really any of them. It's the same concept how you get the debris cones. It insulates it. Since we get our sun always from the south.
On this side, and then it falls over.
Yeah, so it's that side. Tips over, falls, starts all over again.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
walk towards the sun about 10 meters a year.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, 10 meters a year.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Whoa, what's that?
Just a little pop.
Okay,
Usually just like releases the pressure.
okay. So the water here is probably very safe to drink, right?
Yeah, especially if you get it, we'll get some actually up
Further
over
upstream,
there.
yeah.
Since it's coming right out of the ice.
Yeah.
Once you get it, like some of these spots there, they have like a bunch of sediment or it runs over
Yeah,
the top of the glacier, then you can get stuff in it.
yeah.
But it's nice. It's also the only water pretty much in the world at this point that doesn't have tritium in it.
Does that what?
Tritium, which is it's a radioactive isotope.
Yeah,
So like back when the nukes went off in the 40s and 50s,
yeah.
you know, it just kind of spread throughout the whole world.
Oh,
So
I see. It's from the contamination of the nuclear
Yeah.
experiments.
So just there's like trace amounts of pretty much any
Okay.
surface water.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Tritium, deuterium. Tritium is that a isotope of or is that an element by itself? I don't know.
I'm not
It's a
really
heavy
sure.
element. There's a little cavity right there.
Ice tunnel.
Yeah. Well, the best way to avoid the summer heat is definitely to stay in Alaska.
Yeah.
Right now, the lower 48, a lot of places are in horrible summer heat.
Yes. Yeah. I think it was, we had multiple days in the 90s in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Last week, which is unusual.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what causes the nice little blue color in some of this ice?
Is that the water pass through the blue light or something, right?
Kind of, yeah.
H2O reflecting blue, just like the air or something?
Yeah, so it's basically the same concept, just air bubbles.
Yeah.
The blue ice is more dense than the white ice, so there's less air bubbles. So all the wavelengths except for red, or sorry,
except for blue,
get released.
Yeah.
Compared to the white, where pretty much all of it's refracted.
Yep. It's related to the physical properties of these molecules.
Yeah.
Little torrent here. Underneath is the ice, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you never quite know how sometimes the overhangs are really shallow.
Oh, okay.
Break off. I was saying, like, these are all just from the mountains, so we mainly have gray wacky, which is this kind of green thing right here.
The green is probably rich in copper or something. Magnesium, that's magnesium. I forgot.
Yeah, and then this, let's see if I can find a better example. Yeah, this one is a nice phyllite. It's kind of, it's similar to shale. Phyllite's just like slightly more, what we say, cooked shale. Since you get like the sedimentary rocks that can get heat and pressure. But so any sort of little white veins you find in the phyllite is just going to be quartz. And the gray wacky is just going to be calcite.
Calcite, okay. That must be more copper. If I recall, copper has this greenish color.
Yeah.
And magnesium is a little bit more of a pale grayish color. And of course, reddish is the iron.
Yeah.
That must have a little more iron right there.
Yeah.
There are no copper mines around here, is there?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know there's a couple of gold mines around here.
Okay. Oh, look at this big piece.
Yeah.
This big piece. That's a big, impressive piece.
Yeah.
So in your area of study, you study chemistry and physics?
Yep.
And what else?
Bio.
Bio, you study bio as well?
Yeah, bio, calc.
Okay. Calculus?
Yeah, some calc.
Okay.
And then, yeah, my main focus was on GIS, like geospatial technologies.
GPS related?
Yeah, so it's basically it's just working with certain software. You can use all sorts of data to
measure the Earth movements and stuff like that.
And like make decisions around different environmental things.
Okay.
Like there's a lot to do with satellites. There's all like there's your infrared sensors. And all sorts of different sensors. So you can easily measure like the health of trees and stuff like that.
Okay, on a large scale.
Yeah, because the trees don't bounce back. Or whenever you have infrared, the trees don't bounce back a lot of infrared if there's not a lot of stored carbon.
Okay.
So more carbon, the healthier the trees generally.
Okay.
And so you can use that to figure out who's reflectance of the infrared.
Okay.
Then obviously that area is healthier. You can use it to like assess, oh, is this agricultural field better, healthier, stuff like that.
Okay. That's for certainly for large scale surveys.
Yes.
Not for individual areas.
Well, they are getting increasingly smaller, people are getting, especially for like geology,
yeah,
geophysics.
Yeah.
There's a technology called LiDAR.
LiDAR.
So it's like light imaging, detection and ranging, I believe.
Okay, it's like a radar, but it's light.
Yeah, so it's just this teeny, it's this little device that you can attach. Oftentimes they'll attach it with drones.
Okay.
Super high resolutions.
Uh-huh.
It'll bounce like thousands of little lasers down and then receive the image back, but so you can get a really good measure of like the surface, like the topography.
Oh, okay.
Like I know they're using that, I think down in Palmer.
Palmer, yeah, I was there a few days ago.
They have a tsunami warning center down there.
Yeah.
And there's this one landslide. I didn't catch where, but somewhere in Alaska.
That it might just collapse.
Yeah, so they're just like measuring it. They use LiDAR and stuff like that, and they're able to quantify how much it moves daily, and how much it will, you know, basically how much just dirt is there, so they can understand that if this whole thing were to fail, how much of a tsunami will
cause. Yeah, I read somewhere in the Atlantic, somewhere, I forgot, south or North Atlantic, there is an island. A third of it might split off and collapse into the ocean. This is what I watched on TV. And if it does, it could create a tsunami that could cause tremendous damage in the East Coast. Sound. There was something.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard. See? Hear that?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It's like it's not coming from a single spot. It's coming from multiple locations. Wow.
Yeah, super weird. You can kind of see how the water's slowly through the rock,
layer
by layer.
Yeah.
It's also cool how the water very much cuts through the ice, just like it would a rock.
Yep.
It's definitely, I know it's maybe not a contentious topic, but just a funny thing that ice can occasionally, like by geologists, could be considered a rock under like a very loose definition.
Yeah.
Since it's naturally occurring, has like a defined chemical structure.
Yep.
I forget, I think there's one other requirement.
Has the physical properties of a rock.
Yeah. But so it definitely kind of lends itself to that definition that the water just cuts itself through like it would like sandstone or anything like that.
Yep. Wow. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Blue studying postdoc, environmental ecologist.
Right.
Yeah. That's what he's doing right now. He's doing a postdoc and trying to find a full-time job. There's not many positions.
Yeah.
So while he was in college in Illinois, he came to Alaska twice or three times to do research. So he captures squirrels and foxes and do experiments. When I hear the way he did it, it kind of made me feel sick. It's pretty brutal. But it's a matter of personal passion. And for you guys, you probably find that line of work interesting. Being outdoors. Okay, this is I have to stomp my feet.
Yes.
Oh, there are more people.
Yes.
It could be. Well, I have to say, I've been in the U.S. for 40 years now.
Yeah.
One thing I can tell you for sure, the Americans are getting fatter.
Yeah.
They're much more overweight now than before. And health-wise, that's not good.
Yeah.
For your profession and also like my son's profession, you guys do so much outdoors.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you to get overweight.
Yeah.
But for a lot of other people who sit in front of a computer all day, yeah.
It's definitely nice to have a job where you can be active.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, without a spike, there's no way I can come up here.
Yes.
How tall is this peak without the snow on the right? This one here, yeah.
That one's about 7,000.
7,000, yeah, but somehow it has less snow. The one in the far distance has a lot more snow.
Yeah.
Probably it traps more moisture for some reason.
This one is super. It's one of the blue lawns.
Huh?
It's super cool.
Uh-huh.
You can really see like kind of the corkscrew.
Yeah.
And throw it in there.
Whoa.
It just.
You can hear there's a little bit of echo chamber in there.
So it's probably pretty deep. It's been here for a while.
Yeah. Oh, this one's coming down too.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
A little pond up here too.
Yeah. Underneath our feet are all ice.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a little soft. That's okay.
This is why we say not step in the puddles.
Yeah, it's deep.
I'm still going.
Wow. So
yeah.
it goes way deep.
Yeah. This little pond's been getting filled in by rocks recently. When it was a little deeper, people would do like polar plunges in it.
Oh.
And you'd bring people up and they'd be like, oh, can we get in? Like, if you want to, sure.
That's a little risky.
Yeah.
This water is probably very clean. Yeah. Wow. So most of this snow is probably only a few years old.
This ice is probably still the 500 to 600.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it all just starts way back up and then just slowly it just pushes itself down, so this will, end up where we were, in another
eventually become
50, 100 years or something. Yeah.
Melted water, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
further this way, but it's just a cool view.
Okay. Among the glaciers, is this the most popular glaciers for tourists?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
My guess would be it's probably pretty up there.
Because when I tell people I'm coming to Alaska, several people ask me, "Oh, are you going to the Matanuska Glacier?"
Yeah. But yeah, since it's the only road access glacier.
Yeah.
In Alaska.
Yeah.
And it is a medium to large size.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's over 100,000 glaciers in Alaska.
Yeah.
But most of them are like unnamed and.
Yeah, this definitely is not the biggest. I was at the Salmon Glacier. You know where it's in Stewart.
Right. Okay.
That's a massive glacier.
Yeah.
But you have to see from the opposing the road on the opposing hill. The glacier is 2 miles wide.
Wow.
And 18 or something miles long. It's a big, gigantic snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks massive. But this is very impressive. This is very impressive. Very nice. Very pretty because of the surrounding mountains.
Yeah.
More people over there.
Yeah. Yeah, we have there's 2 other companies that do guides out here.
Okay.
But they'll take you ice climbing as well.
Oh, that's much more difficult.
Yes.
Okay.
Something I would not want to do in the summer either.
It's too slippery.
Oh, I'm sure it's more slippery. But I guess I would just trust you pretty much make like ice anchors. And you have to change them out like every hour or so since they can melt.
Okay.
But I'd imagine it melts a lot faster. Summertime.
We were in Iceland. Was only a month or 2 or several months afterwards.
Yep.
The volcano.
Oh right.
Yeah, and they took out. They closed off the hot spring that we went to.
Yep.
Yeah. That area, you can tell, is definitely on top of a volcano. Anywhere you go, it's just a hot, steamy, hot vent everywhere.
Yep.
The whole Iceland, practically you see steaming steams coming out of everywhere.
Yep.
And so the country does not really need, does not have a problem with the geothermal energy.
Yeah. Was around here 500, 600 years ago.
Okay.
And occasionally it gets exposed. Which is
500
really cool.
years. That's a Columbus time.
Yeah.
It's 1492. So that's exactly 500 years ago. So some of this might be pre-Columbus time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would assume most of these landscapes, these mountains and these peaks, probably not 500, even 5 million years ago, they're probably like this.
Yeah, I think these mountains are a couple million. I'm not entirely sure on that.
Okay.
Age.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Unless there are recent volcanoes, otherwise they could be there for millions of years.
Yeah.
A few million years, easy.
Well, you know, with the exception of something like the glacier,
yeah.
especially during the last couple of ice ages.
Yeah.
It's similar like on Denali, I think, above around 14,000 feet.
Yeah.
It just never gets above freezing.
Okay.
so you have very little erosion up there because you don't get any. There's no winds. Since there's snow up, there's no like that water seeping into rocks and splitting it. I imagine it was similar back in the Ice Age.
Yeah, but I guess during the Ice Age, let's say 50,000 years ago, this might be all covered under ice.
Yeah.
All of this, including those peaks, might be, right?
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at Yosemite, I forgot when was the last time they have ice in the valley. Probably within 100,000 years. Yosemite was carved out by ice, by glaciers. So, The other thing I noticed, which is quite interesting, I was in the Alaskan Native Heritage Center in Anchorage. So some of the Eskimos in Inuit, and there's a Escalon, what's the name of that tribe? They look very, very Asian. They look very Asian. In fact, some of them look no different from people from Mongolia or from Japan or from something. But if you go, say, Central America, I mean, those Hispanics, they don't look like that. I would assume it's because of the mixing, right? Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little crevice.
Stop here is a great spot.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty much just coming straight through the glacier.
Yeah, pure water. This was nice. Could you help me take a...
More melting in the past week.
Yeah.
So it's so cool. It was not so shiny
on
the left-hand side even just a week ago.
Yeah. Wow.
You get a lot of those kind of like little cups.
Yeah.
Those may be sun cups, but they could also be ice scallops, but they're similar.
Uh-huh.
They're just caused by, the sun cups are caused by the sun.
Uh-huh.
Just the way it refracts, it gives little cups. Ice scallops are similar, but it's just caused by water.
Okay.
They're saying too, it's just got more meandering.
Meandering,
I think it'll eventually become like one of those oxbow lakes where this is going to get cut off here.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, that wall of separation is getting thinner and thinner.
Yep.
Looks like a very popular spot for a lot of tourists.
Yes.
I see so many tourists.
There are lots of tourists. It's interesting. I just made the flights are cheap, but I've been told we get a lot of Chinese tourists in the winter.
Oh, why?
Not sure. I've
Winter.
wondering that too. Yeah.
Oh, the winter you come here for the aurora borealis.
Yeah.
But probably there are fewer visitors or tourists from China now than before.
Yeah.
Because of the U.S.-China relationship thing.
Yep.
And also the economy there is not doing good. It's not doing well, and people are tightening up. I used to study at Princeton.
Okay.
I taught for a few years in RPI. You know where RPI is?
Like Rhode Island?
No, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, upstate New York.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I know the East Coast pretty well.
I went to school just over in Vermont.
You? University of Vermont?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Burlington.
Burlington, okay. Oh, that's, okay. It's not too far from Troy.
Yeah.
Schenectady and Albany.
Yeah.
That's where RPI is. That area in the summer or in the fall is just so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this leaf is not from here?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
It must be from. It could be from Alaska, but not from here, right?
It could be from Alaska from a couple hundred years ago, maybe.
Oh, I see.
Got trapped in the ice.
I see. Here's another one.
Yep.
This one here.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it collapsed.
Like a big, yeah, collapse.
When did that happen?
A week and a half ago.
Oh, only recent.
Yeah, but they had taken people, like you could slide through it in the winter.
And okay.
Yeah. Which is super fun.
Yeah. But in the winter, you don't stay here in the winter, right?
I don't know.
Because the winter you don't see any sun for months.
Yeah.
That I think is pretty depressing.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so blue.
Yeah. It said I could handle the cold, but I don't think I could deal with
the lack of sun. Yeah, yeah. Same for me. I think temperature is okay, but not able to see any light. That's yeah. We were in Iceland in September last year. We see a massive amount of northern lights, aurora borealis. It was impressive. But this year, I guess that sunspot activity happened while this area is during the long daylight.
Yeah.
So it probably can't see much. In here?
Vermont.
Oh, Vermont. Okay.
Yeah, but it was very weak. Like
okay.
With the camera, it looked phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was weird because you could see them through the camera, great.
Yeah.
But in real life, it was just kind of these like little pillars in the sky.
Yeah, yeah. The color you
have
to see it in the camera. Yeah. The one we saw in Iceland initially, when my wife pointed out to me, she went out of the motel or the hotel, and then I looked at it. And, oh, this can't be. It has to be a cloud reflection of the city light. Then I realized within 100 miles there are no cities.
Yeah.
There are no lights. That cannot be reflection. And then when I look carefully, I realized how fast it's changing.
Yeah. This stop here. This is what we call puzzle ice.
Yeah.
It kind of breaks apart.
Yeah.
Like puzzle pieces. It is nice, super clear.
Yeah. There you go. Almost. One more. Yeah. Careful with your hand. Okay.
Super clear.
It's like a crystal.
Yeah.
Like a crystal.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much caused by, since this is a south-facing slope. You know, and up here, this far north, we just get our sun from the south.
Yeah.
It just warms up this.
Yeah.
And kind of melts it and expands it along the crystal matrix, which gets you this cool.
Yeah.
Little look.
This is all ice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. This is clean ice.
Yeah.
People who live in Las Vegas or in Phoenix, if we tell them this right now, they will be so jealous. Because it's 110 degrees there. Yeah. Yeah, I see this.
Would be a little redundant, but that is at least 20 or 30 feet deep. We've had someone out here with like a big long pole. Just kept going, still didn't reach the pond.
Wow. Oh, you mean the pond is 20, 30 feet deep right there?
Yeah, that pond right there.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Just more of the basil ice underneath us.
Huh?
The basil ice.
Is it called basilite?
Basil ice.
Basil ice, yeah. Okay. So it's very dense.
Yes.
It's, I guess, because of the pressure, right?
Yep. I was saying one of our guides tells people it tastes like basil. He's actually gotten people to lick the mud. It doesn't taste like basil, it just tastes like mud.
Yeah.
But
yeah.